Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. We're on a little bit later than usual today, so something a little different. Stirring it up in our late January way. I'm sitting here organizing my sticky notes because they're all over the place, and I'm like, I don't even know what half of this stuff is for. So as I'm waiting for people to come on, this is what Jen's doing. She is organizing her sticky notes, okay? Don't judge. I have, how many do I have here? I've like 4. I mean, come on. It can't be only me, right? Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. It's already been like kind of a busy morning. It's kind of like a weird time of day too, so I apologize for that. I was on a different live this morning, so I had to scoot this one up because I didn't want to cancel it, so I wanted to scoot it up. But usually I'm here every Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific and 12 noon. That is my usual time. So like I said, today is a little bit different time, but you know, we'll mix it up a little bit, right? Hey, how are you guys? Hello, hello. So I usually go through each zodiac sign. I pull a card, a tarot and oracle card. But today I wanted to try a little bit different, something a little different, because I had gotten these cards in actually a 9 of Earth box, like the subscription box. And they're very interesting. And I want to find out if I can really like make these cards work, because it's called Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle. But I think I'm going to use them more as like what you need to focus on for the week, depending on your zodiac. So we're going to just kind of see how it goes. These, I looked them over, and they're a little different. So they have kind of like just words on each side of them. So both sides. And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to use my pendulum. Hi, Amber. I'm going to use my pendulum. I have my pendulum here. And then I'm going to just kind of choose with the pendulum which one of these it lands on and go from there and see. Let's see. We're going to try it out. So that's what I'm going to do today. Also, we have Nancy Antonucci on Wednesday, and that is going to be at 10 Pacific and 2 Eastern. Is it 10, Amber? I'm going to time right. So that's on Wednesday. There is a graphic that you can check in the post. But the most important thing is on those, I set a reminder. So if you hit that, it'll send you a little reminder of when I go live. So then you won't miss it, because you really want to make sure to be there. And she is the author of, hold on, let me put these cards down, Tarot Rituals. Can you tell I've been hard at work? I've been reading through it. There's so much information in here, and it's a really great book, actually. These are like all the books that are coming out now are like the ones I wish I had when I first started. But when I first started, you had to go to the library, and we couldn't go on the internet just to find whatever. So there's that. But anyway, yes, we have like so much. Oh my gosh. I think every week until I think second week of March, we have somebody coming on every week live that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be interviewing them. So there is like so much stuff. So making sure that your notifications are on and all of that, and you follow and like us and all the things is really super important. And I know also too, if the December issue, if you want to check that out, go to our website. The link is in the bio, and you can get the digital edition. I think there might be a few print copies left. I'm not sure. But once you get on the website, you'll be able to navigate around and see. So without further ado, let's try this out, okay? Because I read the book and everything, and I see how they are using the cards, but I decided I'm just going to kind of make up my own way, because for this, it will work better. All right. So, and they're circle too, which these are hard to shuffle, the circle cards. So I'm going to give them a shuffle. And then we're going to start with Aries. Right at the top, of course. And, you know, with these two, you can go by your, you know, your sun sign or your moon sign or your rising sign, or take all of them and kind of make a horoscope for yourself for the week. You know, it's really however you want to use it. There's no wrong way. No wrong way. So here we go. We are going to go ahead and grab this card. So Aries, let's see what we get. I'm going to use my pendulum and see where we land, because there's a couple of different things on here. So I'm just kind of going over them to see which one the pendulum is liking. So for Aries, we have faith. So let's see what it has on here. Let's see. So I think for you though, Aries, the faith aspect is this week. I feel like, you know, we do have, you know, we still have the retrogrades going on and things. And I think you just need to have faith that everything's going to work, and you need to just keep moving forward. Like, you need to just be like, okay, you know what? Couple of hiccups here and there, and that's okay. So I feel like that is more about like having faith in yourself. So that is where I'm going. So Aries, have faith in yourself. You know, don't like fall into the doom and gloom spiral of something if it isn't working out for you this week. So Aries, use that fire of yours and freaking go right ahead. So yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm going to try this out because like, here, let me show you. I'll show you guys. It has different, like areas, I guess. And then it even has ones on here. And I think to find out, like, to really like look into past lives, you could use it for like archetypes too. So we're just going to use it. I don't know. I just got it. I'm like, let's try this out. So that brings us to Taurus. And if you'd like me to pull a card for you, I have an oracle deck sitting here, so I could pull you an oracle card if you would like. I might have, I have tarot cards, but so let's see what we get here. So Taurus, what do you have? What is your focus this week? Let's see. And they're very much like sticking together, so I'm trying to, there we go. All right, let's get this going. For selecting the section of cards. Yeah, you could. Definitely. And I know when I was reading through it, I just got it yesterday. So it was saying like too that you could read them, like if you pull them and if they're like next to each other. Oh, that's weird. I pulled two eyes. All right, they're all eyes. Yeah. So that's really interesting too. And I think, you know, you could definitely do it like a time-based thing. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of going over just to see which one the pendulum is going for. So we got location. So that's really interesting for Taurus. So, you know, Taurus does really enjoy their home and their spaces. So this week, I think your focus, Taurus, would be location. And what locations are, you know, how does your locations look? Is it, do you need to kind of revamp your areas? Do you need to cleanse some of your areas maybe? You know, if it's, say, your office or something like that, do you need to move some stuff around? I feel like it's kind of like moving energy, Taurus. Like that's what you need to do this week in your location, in your spaces. So that's what we have for you. So next we have, let's see. Now we're going to go for, there isn't really a lot of imagery on these. They're all kind of the same. Yeah, like, this is real life. Like, we're trying this out together. You're on this journey with me. You know how I like to bring everybody on journeys with me. So they're really, like I said, there really isn't a ton of imagery, and they even said in the book that they use stock images, so I'm not going to really focus on the imagery, which is something different because usually I do because I use tarot, right? And that's a lot of imagery. So we're just kind of like, we're letting the pendulum talk today. So that brings us to, Cancer. Nope, Gemini. Gemini is next. So let's see what we get for Gemini. And you know what? As I'm looking at these, they're inside the eye that's on every page or every card is a clock inside the eye. Interesting. So for this one, I got lesson. So Gemini, yes. So Gemini, I feel like this week there is going to be some important lessons that jump out for you, that come up for you. They may be lessons that have been repetitive, and maybe that's why they keep showing up, because you're not taking the time to actually process, listen to them, understand them, change them. So I think for you Geminis, it's all about learning those lessons that are coming up for you this week and giving them some attention and really trying to focus your energy on moving past it. Because we have also too, next, Monday is our full moon. So again, maybe that's something that you need to really focus on this week because you need to release on Monday. That's something to think about. So let me just show you the inside. See, there's a clock in there. So that was really interesting. So that really went well with Fin Flip's cards said, right? The clock in there. And I did look in there all at the same time because I was really curious about that to see if the times were different, because that would be something I would do, but no, they're all the same time. So yeah, so that's what I got for Gemini. So next, let's see what we have for our Cancers here. And like I said, if you would like a card or you have a question, there's a little question bubble if you are on your phone, the comment section a couple over. You can go ahead and use that. And I could pull a tarot oracle card for you, whichever. I have a couple laying around. The oracle deck I have sitting here is Backyard Blessings, which is actually a really cute deck. So, Cancer. Let's see, Cancers. Let's see what we get. Callie, I'm doing Cancer right now. How did you know? Right now, it's happening. Real time. Oh, okay. So for this one, the pendulum is like going really crazy over, it says broken heart or death. So I'm going to take this, Cancers, as if something, I feel like this is something that is like a past issue or something that had happened already, but it's still having lasting effects. Hey, Kimora. Kimora? I'm sorry, I butcher names all the time. I'm famous for it. Yeah, right? So I really think that, for death, I think it's also, again, that change too, because maybe that you did have some sort of issues that were going on previously that are still kind of hanging on, that are really lagging and, holding you down. So for you this week, Cancers, it's about really learning to release it, move past it, coming to terms with it. Sometimes we really do have to take those past hurts and sit with them for a little while. So I really do feel that maybe that is something that you need to do, Cancer, because it's time to move past it. It's time to let it go. Whatever these entanglements are, it's time to kind of start detangling from them. Like, that's the word that really popped up for me, was entanglements. So Cancer, something to think about. Yes. Okay, good. I wasn't too far off, hopefully. So yeah, that was really interesting. This deck too, I feel there is a lot of, I almost want to say kind of shadow work stuff too, to it. So let's just see. Let's see what we get. So next we have, and like I said, I'm using these, if you guys just jumped on, these Uncover Your Past Oracle cards. I just got them in a subscription box and I wanted to try them out. So they are both sides. There is not a lot of imagery to it, but there are these like sectioned spaces that give you different prompts, I guess. So I'm using the pendulum to figure out which one for whichever sign I'm on. So that's what I'm doing right now. And we are, what did I say? We are on Leo now, or no? Yeah, Leo, because we just did Cancer. So I'm just kind of going over these little sections and just with the pendulum and seeing which one kind of jumps out at us. So, so for this one, I got walking the middle path or lesson. So Leo, maybe there, I think for you is making sure to stay neutral this week. Maybe there are some, things coming up. Maybe there's some, maybe even situations you have to navigate through right now. And I think keeping a really neutral, like you're basically Switzerland this week, Leos. Like try not to let your emotions get in the way of making some important decisions that may come up this week. So that's something that you really need to keep in mind. And I think too, it's always good, like, to be mindful of those things too, right? Like you never want to be like, oh crap, I can't make decisions this week, because this is what, the card said. It's all about being mindful of it, because sometimes when those situations pop up and we are getting into the emotion of it, just being mindful, like, oh yeah, you know what? I got to stay Switzerland this week. And that kind of really does help redirect you. So use that as that redirection for yourself this week. So that brings us to our next card here, and that is for Virgo. So Virgos, here we go. And like I said, I do have some oracle cards or a tarot card. If you want me to pull a card for you, then you can go ahead and put it in the little question mark box there, or you could put it in the chat too if you don't have that or you aren't on. Oh, this one went right here to location. Okay, so for Virgos, for you though, I think this has to do with moving your location, like really not getting stuck in your space. For you, I think it's time for you to go outside of your space. Go outside of, move your area, basically, like get out and go do something new. I feel like that you've been in your space and it's time for you to get some fresh energy. It's time for you to really start moving new energy in, but from a different location. So, if you work from home, maybe for you, it's maybe moving your office, or moving, your office, which I guess laptop, right? Or if you have one, to a different location for a couple days. Like, I think that you need to change where you are right now. Maybe if you've been home and you haven't really been going out at all, maybe it's time for you to go out and do something. Go take a walk, go outside, even if it's cold, a quick walk. Or if you usually park in the garage, like park your car out of the garage so you have to actually go outside and just get that space and just move it around. I think that's really important for you this week, Virgos. Yay. All right, Dream Fruit Maven. Hello. Okay, so let me grab this tarot cards. Which one? I used Alice in Wonderland last week, so we're just gonna grab. Oh, that was a lot further than I thought it was. I just had a regular Rider-Waite-Smith here. Actually, it's not the regular one. It's the Radiant Wise. So for a Camoria, what should I focus on this week? Let's see what we got for you. A little shuffle. Oh, they're by the window, so they're a little cold. Sorry. It's like freezing out, let me tell you. 20 degrees. Yeah. All right, we got a jumper. So we have the Page of Cups. So for you this week, I think it's all a focus on beauty. I think for you, it's a self-care. So if you have not been practicing some self-care, it's time for you to do that. And that doesn't even necessarily have to be beauty related, but that could be just even, going out and buying yourself something, or driving a long way to a place just for the scenery. I think whatever it is that you choose to do this week, just make sure you're doing some sort of self-care. I think that's really, really important. And there was like a really big bang upstairs. and there's nobody upstairs. Okay. So there's that. So Gamora, whatever it is, it really, really wanted you to get that message because things are banging around in my empty house. That's what I had for you. All right. So moving along. Let's see. Good, good, good. No, that was awesome. I like that one. I don't know what that bang was though, guys. I don't know if you could have heard it or not, but it's really loud. Who's going upstairs for me? You're very welcome. Good, good. All right, let's see. Moving on. Moving on. Something's causing a ruckus up there. Let's see, what do we have next? Libras. Yes, Libras. All right. Let's see what we got for you. So, and also to any of you that just joined us, yeah, it really, you could hear it? Really? It was that loud? Oh my God. I don't know what that was, guys. I don't know what it was. And I don't want to go upstairs, but I'll do it. I'll bring my smudge stick with me, but it was really loud. Hopefully nothing, like I have a bird feeder up on my deck. I live on top of a mountain, and then I have a deck that you can't get to from the except for, you know, through inside the doors, but I have a huge bird feeder, and I know. I actually have a camera on my bird feeder because that's how much I love my bird feeder. But maybe my bird feeder fell down, or maybe some creature got up on there. I don't know, guys. We're not going to worry about it right now, though. Unless I hear something coming from down the stairs, then I might run. So apparently we invited spirits and all the things with us. I know. Pterodactyls or something? Maybe. Who knows? I am on top of a mountain. You never know. Okay. That was really funny. Let's move on to Libras. All right, Libras. I am a Libra sun, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, okay, that was very interesting. So also, don't forget to, on Wednesday we have Nancy Antonucci. She is also the author of Tarot Rituals, and she will be here with us. It's 11 p.m. 11 a.m. Pacific. I know it's 2 p.m. Eastern. I have a graphic in there and I'm going to repost it. So for you, let's see what we got here. So it says it's time frame, late modern age, which is interesting. So Libras, I think for you this week is about structuring your time. I think with maybe just during the week, there's going to be a lot of things trying to kind of throw you off track. So I think making a timeline of your week, basically like making a schedule so that you can really stick to it. Put everything you need to in your phone, you know, put your alerts on this week, because I do feel like distraction's going to be an issue for you, Libras. I mean, it's an issue for me all the time, if you can't tell. But I think it's really important. And I think too, you know, we have this full moon coming up, and it's at Aquarius. So it's 11 a.m. Yes, I keep saying 10. I don't know why. 11 a.m. Pacific, and it's 2 p.m. Eastern. So I think too with the moon in Aquarius too, it's almost like things are going to shake up a little bit. Like you want to shake things up, you want to move things around. So I think it's really interesting too that I'm getting that a lot in just these readings that I'm doing. But for you, Libra, I think it's really time management is really important for you this week. So keep that in your mind for sure. So that brings us to, where are we now? Scorpios. All right, Scorpios. Let's see. What does the pendulum say? And this is my, this is a smoky quartz pendulum that I have. I have so many of them. And this one just kind of like jumped out today. So, this one's a busy one. So this one is actually kind of hovering over two things. Love and identity. So Scorpios, That's very interesting. So I think for you, your focus this week is, you know, I feel like it's for you, it's your, like, what is your identity? How do you want to present yourself? But make sure that it's in a way that's going to be beneficial to you, that benefits you. Maybe you haven't been showing up like you should be, or maybe you're not being truthful in how you're showing up. You know, you're putting that mask on for the day and just kind of going through the motions. Scorpio, it's time for you to kind of try to take that off. And you know, that's something for some people that's very hard to do. So baby steps, very, very important. But I think maybe it's also kind of really defining what your truths are this week. And again, I'm going to lead up to that full moon and just letting go of some stuff, because I feel like that under that mask is some really awesomeness, and you need to really start letting that shine and not worrying about so much about what other people think or what other people expect of you. It's more about what you want and what you expect of yourself, right? And you have to be gentle with yourself though in that as well. So Scorpio, it's really just working on, you know, really living your truth all the time and not hiding behind a mask. So then now, let's see what we have. All right. These are not easy to shuffle. So we're just kind of doing like this weird desk riffling thing going on. All right. So, whoop, they got yelled at me. They like jumped. Let's see what we have. We are on to our Sagittarius. So Sagittarius. And like I said before, for those of you that are here today, I'm usually on at 9 a.m. Pacific and 12 noon. I had to move it around a little bit. So if you're just joining us for the first time, I would love for you to be able to join us every Monday. I'm here at that time. All right. So for Sagittarius, we have abandon. So I feel like for you this week, it's really about limiting thoughts. I feel like Sagittarius, you have some limiting thoughts you need to abandon. How are you coming up? How are you talking to yourself, Sagittarius? Is it in a productive way? Is it in a positive way? Or is it in a negative way? So Sagittarius, that's what you need to look at this week. And if you aren't talking to yourself in a positive way, start trying to flip that. And really, you know, when every time you talk negative to yourself, automatically come back to something that you like about yourself or that you're grateful for. And keep trying to do that. And, you know, it seems like it's a lot of work, but you don't have to do it for every single thought. It's just when you think of it, then do it. It's very easy. And once you get used to doing it, you know, all of a sudden that will also help to kind of change your frame of mind. Like, oh, all right, well, I didn't do my best, but that's okay. Instead of, oh my God, you're a total idiot, right? How many times have we done that to ourselves? Like if something didn't go out as planned or we said something we shouldn't have. So Sagittarius, I think that's really where your focus is really working on your limiting beliefs about yourself this week. And that's that. All right. So let's see what we got here. Now, if you, like I said, if you do want a oracle card, tarot card, and you have a question, you can go ahead and put it in the chat or use the little question mark chat bubble on the next to the comments bar on your phone. But then that brings us to Capricorn. All right, Capricorns, let's see what we got here. So this is something I don't usually do this every week. This is something I'm just trying out. Like I'm just playing around with these cards, and I figured, why not here? Why not here? So I think, what do we got here? For this one, no, this is like a big one. This is busy. This is a very chatty pendulum that I'm using. I'm using the pendulum. Look, this is the one it says. And I like it because it says on here, it says, speak your truth. I know it's backwards, but. So for you, Capricorn, I got fanatical faith. All right. So for you, I think this is really focusing on not being obsessed with outcomes. not really getting, you know, I'll use the word fanatical with outcomes. Don't, you know, just really try to have faith and trust in the universe that things are going to work out how they are supposed to. And don't get stuck on the outcome of a situation. I feel like that maybe there are some situations going on and you are so invested on the outcome right now that it's going to affect it, because you need to really let the universe do what it's going to do. And you know what? It usually does anyway. So it's really unnecessary worry on your part if you are just so, you know, concerned about what the outcome's going to be. Worry about the here and now, right? Like the past is done. The future hasn't happened yet, but the present is right now. And I think for you, Capricorn, focusing on the present is very, very important for you this week. Hello, hello. So that moves us along. Let's see what's next. These are, I mean, I think this is really interesting. I think, it's giving a kind of just very like internal, like, you know, almost like that shadow work type energy, you know, and things for us to work on and look at, which is really good because we are, you know, coming to that full moon. It is about releasing and letting things go. So, the timing of this actually worked out pretty well, I think. It's very interesting. So I'm going to have to play with these a little more too, though, I think. So let's see what does Aquarius have for us here? Oh, my stomach. No more big bangs from upstairs. So who knows what that was? So for this one, Aquarius, I almost dropped that. We got seeing the bigger picture or lesson. So for you this week, I think you need to, you know, I kind of think it's almost similar to what we got for Capricorn too, in a way. Like those could be very similar about seeing the bigger picture. But for you, it's more of trying to, you know, just like looking for the, you know, focusing, not so much focusing on the outcome because we don't ever want to do that. I just said that, obviously. But I think for you is, it's not like, instead of just zeroing in on one little part of a situation, like try to make it bigger. Like whatever you're thinking, whatever you're pondering, or you need to make that decision about, or, you know, you want, you know, a relationship, a situation, a person, you know, don't just zone in on one thing. Try to make it bigger. So whatever you're thinking about, just think bigger about it. And I think that's really going to help you, see the situation for what it is, and see, and then might even help you really determine how you feel about it and how you're feeling. Like, how are you feeling about it? So making that bigger will also help to kind of make things flow a little easier for you too, as well. Aquarius. So there's that. And now Pisces. So if you'd like me to pull a card for you, I do have tarot and oracle cards. So if you'd like a tarot or oracle card, you can go ahead and put it in the comments or the question bubble if you so desire. So then that brings us to, they're all stuck together. Okay, Pisces. We're already at Pisces. All right, Pisces. Let's see what we got for you. Ooh, this one's a quiet card. You know what? The pendulum doesn't like that card. So, all right, Pisces, you get a new card. It was just like, nope. Let's try again. Let's see what else we get. Yep, this one's way better. That's so funny. It didn't like that card for you, Pisces. So now I'm going to say for this one, we have truth under lesson. It's under lesson. So truth. So Pisces, for you this week, I think it's about you speaking your truth. I think that maybe you have not been doing that. And it's starting to affect you, and how you're feeling about things, how you're feeling about yourself, or whatever the situation might be. So I think Pisces, for you this week, it's really important to go ahead and speak your truth. And, you know, if that's something that's really hard for you to do, you know, find somebody a friend, a spouse, a partner, your dog, your cat, and practice speaking it out loud. Even if you go in the mirror, you know, Pisces, say your truth out loud. Whatever it is that you want to say it out loud. And if you have to practice beforehand, like I said, say it to your dog, because, you know, he'll just probably want a treat or lick your face. That's all mine do. They just lick me and say, you know, I want treats. So, you know, I think for you, though, it's really important to speak it out loud before you get into that situation, just so that you can get that power from it, because words are power, right? And you have a lot of power, but you're not expressing it. So you need to really express your words, your power, and your truth this week. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. And, you know, the pendulum was really wanted that to happen because it didn't like that other card that didn't say anything about truth. So that was really interesting. I never mess around. I always listen to my pendulum because they know what's up. So yeah, so that's, you know, I went through each zodiac sign with these cards. I thought that was really interesting. Like I said, I'd never done it that way before. I've never used these cards before. I just got them yesterday in the mail. And, you know, I think that was an interesting take on them, right? You know, like I said, very shadow work type things, very internal stuff. So, you know, for this week, it's always good too, because like we are going into that full moon, and I just keep saying it because it's happening. So we might as well just like use it to our advantage, right? Did anybody else want a card, or anything like that? I can definitely pull a card for you. Let me know. If not, I'm going to just go ahead and pull a oracle card and a tarot card for the collective. And then we will be all set. So, like I said, I am usually here at 9 Pacific, 12 noon every Monday. You definitely want to, you know, come join me if you haven't. I love company. It's fun. And then I'm not so scared when there's weird, strange, big banging things upstairs, which I probably will have to investigate when I'm done. That was freaky though. That scared me. I don't know what it was. All right. So if no one's a card, I'm going to go ahead and I'll pull a card for the collective. Do that. Make sure to join me on Wednesday for Nancy Antonucci, 11 Pacific, 2 Eastern. Yay, got it right. I got it right. All right. And I'm also putting a sweater on when I'm done. It is freezing in here. So we got us the 8 of Pentacles. Do the work, folks. We are doing the work. Keep doing the work. You're almost there. So I kind of like this though, even just with all of our readings. It's like, you know what? I just gave you all these things to do, so just go do them. Because it is going to benefit you. And, you know, sometimes it isn't easy. Sometimes, you know, there are bumps in the road, but that's okay. And you got to just keep going, and you got to keep swimming, right? That's what Dory says. You just got to keep swimming. That's it. That's really as simple as that. And I'm going to use the Backyard Blessings. So this is an adorable deck. I love using this. This little deck is actually a really great one to use for card of the day. So let's see what little animal, or backyard animal, is here for us. And these cards are just so tiny. Especially I was trying to handle those big circle cards there. Oh, I love this. Miracles. May you always believe in the impossible and imagine the magical. Miracles are all around you. The hummingbirds. Oh, I love that. So yeah, you know, and I guess, you know, it really does go along with what I was even saying. You know, there are, you know, I think we just need to really believe that there are miracles and that things do work out, can work out, will work out. So that's what we have, the little hummingbirds. In which I learned something about hummingbirds. Amber on here, Ancient Voices, told me that where she lives has hummingbirds all year round. I don't have that. I'm in upstate New York and it's really cold and we only have them in the summer and I miss them. I have like the feeders that attach to the windows and so they, you know, they're always coming in. Anyway, that's that. So yeah, so unless anybody wants a card, I think we're good. We are good. If you want to grab a subscription, head to our the link in our bio here. We have a couple prints for December left, I believe, and then we have our e-zine, which is really awesome because once you purchase it, boom, it's there. We love that. It's very handy and it makes a really cool page flipping noise. It's very satisfying. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know this is kind of an off time, but I love seeing some new faces on here as well. And I would love for you to join me next Monday and then also on Wednesday. So you guys have a fantastic day and I will see you all very soon. All right, bye.